When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. Then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swab risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
The following letters were written by our troops.
My dear fellow Americans, I truly appreciate your support. I was starting to wonder if people had forgotten about us over here, but then one of my buddies showed me this website, and now as tears are streaming down my face, I can see for sure that you haven't. Private Emily B., U.S. Army.
It's so heartwarming to see the American people not letting the men and women of the armed forces be forgotten. Your letters make a group of grown men, battle-hardened and gruff, act like a bunch of kids around a Christmas tree. Thanks. Staff Sergeant Matthew H., U.S. Army.
Your support may be the most important thing our troops can carry with them. But don't take our word for it. Take theirs. To show your support, visit americasupportsyou.mil. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Defense and the Ad Council.
When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. Then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just Just call 1-800-616-8010. 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. We leave no warrior behind. Wounded Warrior Project is a non-profit organization created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war. Whether those scars are physical or mental, we're here to make sure that they heal. And whether it's helping those with post-traumatic stress disorder live a normal life again, or giving much-needed support to injured warriors in veterans' hospitals. Because no one deserves our help more than the men and women who risk their lives to keep us safe. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Zinc Media. Feel the power of knowledge.
That's enough fun. No, I didn't. I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone.
Hear me now, Sheriff?
Yes, I do.
All right, there we go. I have no idea sometimes what goes on with my configurations, all of a sudden changing them. But Sheriff Clarke, welcome to the Rod Eccles Show. It's an honor to speak with you tonight.
Ron, it's my pleasure. It really is.
Now, you have been making the news all year long for your law enforcement stance, and you're an African American, and a lot of people are surprised that you would take the stance that you do. But you're a gentleman that believes in the Constitution, are you not?
Wholeheartedly. It's a bedrock of our democratic society, and it is the foundation, if you will, of freedom and liberty here in the United States.
Yeah, and a lot of people, they just don't seem to quite understand that we have a bedrock or a system of laws based on the Constitution, and the Constitution is the law of the land. Now, sometimes you have been taken to task because you're also in law enforcement on your stance on private ownership of guns. Could you briefly explain your position on that?
Sure. It's the Second Amendment of the Constitution, as your listeners may know. The right to keep and bear arms, and the right to do that shall not be infringed. One of the hallmarks of the Founding Fathers, when they put together that document, they understood government tyranny, having lived under King George for many years, and they saw what happens when you're ruled by someone who believes in the rule of man instead of the rule of law. And so they inserted that in as a check for a number of things. One of them is on government tyranny, but also the firearm from the beginning of this country has been the staple, the hallmark of people to be able to gather food. There were hunter-gatherers at the time, to self-defense, that sort of thing. So, as time went on and decades and centuries moved on, it still remains, as far as I'm concerned, the most important aspect of the Bill of Rights, because it makes all the other ones possible.
Now, you've also been very vocal about a number of different things, including people's Second Amendment rights. But recently you've been very vocal about Black Lives Matter. And a lot of people around here, no matter what the hue of their skin tone is, they're not very much for, or at least here in New Hampshire, they're not backing Black Lives Matter. Now, you were not coming out for Black Lives Matter, were you?
No, as a matter of fact, polls that way nationwide. There's been several legitimate, valid polls. Rasmussen is one, Gallup is another, where an overwhelming majority of black people do not subscribe to the Black Lives Matter. They subscribe to the All Lives Matter. Look, that thing is a political construct. I called it that last December, nearly a year ago. I identified this group for what it is. It was a conglomeration of misfits. You had criminals involved in this. You had anarchists. You had cop haters. You had organized labor with SEIU, the Service Employees Union International. And then you had some leftover people from the Occupy movements. And as I saw these demonstrations, I started to point out some of the stuff that was going on. I saw people with T-shirts saying "Fund Planned Parenthood," which you may not know, but this is a fact that more black babies are aborted by Planned Parenthood than any other race. And so when I started looking at this, I said, this isn't about equality. This isn't about black lives, because many of the misfits in this movement support things like abortion. They say nothing about the black on black crime about the United States, which is a huge problem. Baltimore just recorded their 300th homicide. The first time they've reached that number ever, and it's been decades. And you look across the United States, here in Milwaukee, homicides are up about 75%. I'm talking about real numbers. We're up to about 130 versus like 79 last year. So these are significant figures that the Black Lives Matter, if they really believe in what they were spouting, they would be protesting, again, demonstrating against the black-on-black violence. They'd be protesting against abortion clinics, but instead they attack the police, because it is a subversive group. They do advocate for the overthrow of the legally constituted government here in the United States. You've heard the chant, "Kill the pigs," pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon, and then some other unmentionables that I can't say on the radio out of DC.